I like this decision. I don't see any reason to get Mark Sanchez ready. I see plenty of reasons to get Tony Romo ready. I think he needs some snaps. He hasn't played the entire season. We're in this era, we were just talking before the show, we're in this era of concussion protocol. It's more dangerous for a quarterback. You can get pulled off the field even when you're not hurt and then brought back in. I think it's critical they get Tony Romo some reps. Jim, I think they're doing the right thing.
I agree with you 100%. There's an all-win situation here, okay? You've got to get Dak healthy, too. You got to keep him healthy, keep him healthy. And let Tony Romo play and get the rust off because Dak may go down to the first playoff game. And now you're asking a guy who hadn't played in over a year to go in and lead your team. Makes all kinds of sense. Take your starter out a little bit. Let Tony get in and play a little bit. It makes all kinds of sense.
I don't even think the quality of the snaps matter that much. You don't have to be exotic with it. Just get him out there.
Yeah, I would say, before we even jump into this discussion too much, we've got to all understand, Jerry Jones, a month ago, as you said, Jason, made the decision he was not going to play. Well, it was Jerry Jones who made the decision he was going to play again, too. Yeah. Nobody else in that organization. How
about there was talks Tony Romo went in begging. He wanted to get on the field.
And I'm sure that was part of it. If he was against it, he wouldn't be playing. But I kind of agree with both of you guys. I think a quarterback needs to get in. Now, if the game was in hand, I would play him. If it was even or they were behind, no way would I put him in the game. I would just be a little bit more conservative, maybe what you guys were saying. You know, if the game's in hand, I think he needs to get in there, hear the calls, get the huddle, break the huddles, the crowd, everything that goes along with just playing some. Hand it off. I might not throw a pass, but I would play him.
Well, I got to play the contrarian here. First starting, Dave, you say he might just hand off, not even throw a pass. What's the value in going in for a couple series? Hold on. And then he's sitting out a week with the bye. So is it really going to even matter if he goes in and hands
hearing the call, getting in the huddle, looking at the guys, right, Jim? I mean, you're an offensive guy, quarterback guy. I mean, all that stuff does kind of get the jitters out a little bit, you might say, before it happens for real, if it does happen for real.
Well, when I was playing quarterback, I got knocked out for 3 weeks, okay? I don't mean knocked out, like unconscious. And when I went back in there, it was new to me again. It took a couple series, maybe halftime before I felt comfortable.
There you go. I mean, Romo.
But here, I think the other thing that came into play when Jerry made the comments he did and then he changed is that maybe the medical staff said, now I can say 100% he's clear. He's no longer risk. Where a couple months ago, he might say, well, he could play, but he's still at risk.
How about this, Jim? Does it scare you that arguably the best left tackle in football, Tyron Smith, not playing? He's sitting out injured. Tony Romo, I got a stat for you guys. The last 5 games he's played, 3 of them, Tony Romo has gotten a severe injury, whether it was a shoulder, the clavicle. He's 36 and brittle. Why would you put him out there?
But the game plan can take care of that.
That's right.
You got the left tackle out. I'm telling you, the back is going to the right side, and maybe a tight end, and the line shifts over that way. You're going to cut off all the angles. Well, Jason Garrett's a smart guy, and he can construct a game plan, as you know, to protect the guy. I mean, we're not going to have 7-step dual reads where everybody's trying to block somebody. I'm going to lock the doors down and let him play catch.
I told you what my game plan was. Hand the ball off. It's real simple. Don't worry about it.
You can hand the ball off. You can go with 6 offensive linemen. Dave, I want to go back to you brought Jerry Jones into this conversation. I've been the only guy on this show consistently defending Jerry Jones throughout the year. I haven't had a problem with the way he's handled the quarterback situation. He's talked about it every week. That's bothered some people. I've liked the pressure it put on Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott went out every week when people were doubting him, when people kept talking about it, and he kept elevating his performance. I don't have a problem with the way Jerry's handled this all the way.
Either do I. And obviously, at one point there, I think the only issue that I was getting close to having with the whole situation a couple weeks ago in the locker room. You know what I mean? When Jerry started saying you don't ever want the players in the locker room to doubt, that our quarterback might be on a short leash. And I think Jerry's covered all that up the last couple weeks.